I was super excited to organize this Team Dynamics workshop at KPN this time. The main reason of organizing this workshop was to help people discover and make more and more aware of their environment, their colleagues, behavior. More we can understand each other and build each other, the more we can work as a high performance team. Why did we choose the term dynamics? So dynamics in its essence means the forces which stimulate growth, development and change. So bringing the teams and bringing together the dynamics in the team helps them discover what forces stimulates growth, development, change or improvement in the team as a whole. Now, the most fundamental aspect of leading others is to first understand the factors that impact your own behavior. We can take an example of some managers which still believe that a few common incentives motivate people, such as money or status. But research shows that we are motivated by a variety of factors and are not swayed as some might think. The psychologist Chloe Medanis from Robbins-Medanis Institute, from where I have also finished my life coaching training, that our behavior is motivated by 6 fundamental needs. And we all have different ways to satisfy these needs. And we all prioritize these needs differently, even at different situations. We studied that there is a pattern, right? There is certain people who prioritize some needs more than others. So the aim is to figure out what are your top 2 needs. Because when you use all the vehicles to satisfy these 2 needs, that becomes your driving force. And with this workshop, we are going to figure out what is the driving force at work. So we will be having a lot of engagement to discover these needs. So the first need is the need of certainty. Certainty means security, stability, predictability. It also means the need of survival. So if we talk about in workplace, it's the feeling secure at job, feeling secure in your working environment. Maybe you are a person who checks your schedule of the day prior to the day, or the first thing in the morning, which gives you certainty about your day, about how your day will look like and how you can take actions or be prepared, right? For a lot of other people, they would like to be very timely on the meeting, or like to prepare for the meetings very well, or go an extra mile to reconfirm something. So these are the things, if you can identify yourself with, then you are satisfying your need of certainty. High certainty is observed by taking control. So for a manager, it would look like taking control of the projects or people, want to be as certain as possible. And sometimes these people also get panic when things do not go as they had thought, right? So then in that case, satisfying the need of certainty becomes a bit negative. So all of the needs which I would share have a way of satisfying the needs really high. Also, you can use the vehicles which satisfy the need at a very low way, and then you also have neutral mediums to satisfy your needs, right? So as soon as you start having control on each and everything, it starts feeling heavy on your shoulders. So too much certainty is sometimes either too heavy or feels boring as well. So too much certainty is so boring that it takes us to the need of uncertainty or variety. So a lot of people love to work on different projects. Most of the project managers work in change management because there is an inherent variety which that role provides. Yeah. So uncertainty or variety is the need to crave change, to excitement, new stimuli. But also too much uncertainty brings fear. And a lot of us are driven by fear. People with big need of variety also may come across as risk takers and also may seek out conflict and crisis situations because that situation makes them feel alive. The third need is the need of significance. Deep down, we all need to feel important, to be heard, to be seen, to be respected, to be given meaning or to be given importance. So we want our life and work to have meaning and significance. We all take actions with ticking these boxes in our heads. For example, imagine how uncomfortable it will be to work on a project that is not needed or not paid attention to or not funded well. Do you think you will be working on such a project? Will be sustainable for you to work on such a project? So when you observe these kind of things, then the need of significance kicks in. Positive thing about significance is by becoming a high achiever, many people report to you, you can feel like you're getting a lot of good significance, right? But also an example of negative significance would be putting other people down to elevate yourself. That thing is obtainable but not sustainable. So it's great to think about ways to satisfy your needs which are sustainable. The fourth and very important need is the need of love and connection. At workplace, we can assume it as connecting with people, networking with people, going an extra mile with not only on the technical side but also making relationships which go miles in your career. So everybody strives to have a level of connection and affiliation with people around. We as human beings want to have like a part of a community, of a larger community. That's the need of connection. We also do have a tendency to feel close and in union with like-minded people, opposite to significance, because if we are 100% connected and part of a team, we are likely to be encroaching the need of significance or uniqueness and vice versa. Think of managers in this context. Many managers feel this conflict in the way that they want to be a part of the team and the community, but at the same time they want to be unique, and gets them into a conflict on what to choose and how to behave. The last four needs which we talked about are the needs of your personality. Every human being would die to satisfy all of those needs at some levels. And last two needs are the needs of the soul. They are also our spiritual need. The fifth need is the need of growth. As human beings, we all have a need to grow and expand in our personal and professional lives. But many people's goal is to reach a certain position or a financial target. And once they reach them, they become stagnant and unhappy because they are no longer growing. So it's always great to have a goal in front of you, maybe smaller, maybe bigger, to keep you thriving. Because if you're not growing, you are ultimately dying. There is no other alternative to this. So people are most happy when they are making progress. We all need something to strive for, right? Sometimes that will be challenge, sometimes that will be something else, but we all tend to grow and expand emotionally or spiritually, physically, financially, or intellectually. And the last and very favorite need of mine as well is the need of contribution. This need is a desire to make a difference and to contribute to a greater cause. This is the need to help, serve, and support someone or something bigger than ourselves in a meaningful way. So whenever you think of contribution, think of in a way that contribution is an act where you really do not expect anything in return. But very few people are mindful of how this aspect can help them fulfill one of their most basic needs. According to Chloe Medanis, coming back to the psychologist, the way of lasting satisfaction and fulfillment is through the last three needs, which is connection, growth, and contribution. So if we attempt to reach fulfillment through certainty, uncertainty, or significance, we will fall short. But this is just an observation which she had mentioned. And then, with the understanding of all these needs, all the participants worked in pairs to discover their own needs at workplace. They figured out what are those incidents or moments they come across within their working environment which help them to think which need are they trying to satisfy. So they started sharing with each other what are their top two needs and hence what are their driving factors at work. It was a really interesting conversation and engagement to see people discover things which they didn't give some time to think about. So it was a really nice process for every participant to figure out what are they driven towards work. And at last, every participant spoke out loud one action that he or she wants to take to make a better decision at work and also in their life. And we closed the workshop by collecting the wows of the workshop and also the how-abouts of the workshop, and also some people shared their experiences of the workshop with us.